When last we left the party, you had all been roused from your slumber by a rather enthusiastic Dinar, your dragonborn paladin friend, who described a dream in which, for the first time since his adventuring days and his acquisition of the divine powers that he has, a conversation with Malor, the Wild Mother, the nature-based goddess. You all discussed the meaning of this dream, along with where you should all head out. There seem to be two possible options now put ahead of you in connection to Dinar's dreams and his previous adventuring life. One was to go continue your original goal of going back to the caves near his homeland of Vobadan and delve into this mistakes of his past, where this Thamior, this Baron of the Black Blood, rather evil and mischievous individual, has been revealed to potentially be hidden away. The other path presented to you guys was to pursue an entity known as Gorvalon. Apparently the leader this leader of a band of monstrosities who have attacked the Idol Sanctum, where Dinar learned his paladin powers, and is a powerful subordinate to Thamior. So it was a choice of either robbing Thamior of a powerful supporter or attempting to cut the head off the snake. You all chose to take the most direct path, head back to where you guys had came, and head towards the caves and Thamior himself. Upon arriving to the caves after a rather nondescript and rather well-tracked 2 days' travel, thanks to the experienced eye of Valen, your rogue fighter tracker, which was able to pick up the slack of Dinar's less than perfect geographical memory. You arrived at the caves, began exploring, while leaving Sylvarin and Rethanir to stand guard outside of the entrance of the caves while you took a cursory glance inside. Krenor, in a wonderful mode of preparation, cast Detect Traps, was able to actually detect a trap, but then no one was able to figure out where the trap was or disarm it, hence all of you running into it. A series of crossbow bolts shooting out as you ventured into a northern tunnel, dealing an annoying but not deadly amount of damage. You traveled on for not too far longer before you broke out of the caves into what seemed to be an actual stone wall, a room of worked and worn stone. Underneath this, many tons of rocks and other natural things around. As you traversed through this now worked and specific tunnels, you came to a thin chamber where puddles and pools of a semi-watery, semi-viscous fluid seemed to be pooling, and as you investigated them, these pools came alive and began to attack the party. These viscous, awful kind of amalgamations of semi-coagulated blood mixed together with sentience and hate quickly accosted the party, proving to be quite a challenge for some of your more melee-focused fighters, particularly the paladin who both lightning breath and sword seemed to be ineffective against these entities. Haruki decided that stomping these monsters was the best way to go, and through some crazy rolls dealt out some incredible damage with his foot, despite the minor acidic damage that it was dealing back to him. Valen played smart, stayed far away, and used his crossbow to vicious effect. And despite the life-leeching powers of these oozes, you all were able to slay 3 of them, stand there for a little bit of a respite, realize it might be best to go back and grab the rest of your party before resting, and have traveled back to the entrance, back through the worked stone, like temple-esque walls, back through the natural rocky caves to your 2 other compatriots at the entrance to this whole establishment, and that is where we pick back up.
Hey.
Woo.
So,
Quick.
yes, go ahead, questions.
Question. In any of those 2 days of travel after buying all those really expensive components, did either cleric scry on anybody?
They didn't want to take the time.
The 10 minutes? Okay.
Well, also, neither of them. Rethnir did not have it prepared, and
Well, I might have if I. Anyway, fine.
I can't change your stuff, and I didn't want to. And Krenor never thought to do it. So.
Okay.
So if that is a thing that you wish to bring to the party now that you guys are back at the entrance and have a little bit of a respite. Both, by the way, for both Rethanir and Sylvarin, you both look as the rest of the party comes trudging up, covered in crimson, not all of it their own, acid-marked scoring on many of their metallic pieces of armor. Anything that's not magical. Breathing heavy, and in both for Haruki and Dinar are very much worse for the wear.
Yeah, the expedition went well.
Okay.
This is why I don't take baths.
It was
Alright.
more
You
difficult than
allergic to
expected.
water? Soap, perhaps?
Maybe some medical attention. Preferably some medical attention.
Well, does anyone need anything?
Do you require healing?
Either that
My
or
advice?
either that or a rest.
Well, it has been uneventful out here. If you think that your transgression into this cave has alerted its inhabitants to your presence, though, perhaps we should not camp or rest right here.
Can I just touch Haruki and use cure wounds?
Yeah, absolutely.
Touching you. And
Touching
let's see.
me.
What? Hold on. I need to figure out what I roll for this.
And just so you guys know, Rethanir and Savon, you guys are at full health. You guys are at full spells. You guys are still under the benefit of a long rest. You guys haven't used anything
1d8.
up to this point. Because you guys decided to stay outside and kind of stand guard while they did this, like, recon push in.
So I do that, and then I say, "Are we being pursued or something? Can we rest?"
Nothing seems to be following us out.
All I'm saying is you guys are pretty casual for people covered in what is this now?
It looks like blood. It's like semi-coagulated, like thick, old, awful smelling blood.
There were thick slimes in this case.
Valen looks fine. It's more Dinar, Baresh, and Haruki, and a little bit Krenor. But Haruki and Dinar definitely look like covered.
Yeah, like you guys should get cleaned up before you attract something else.
I mean, I don't think we alerted our presence of much. We weren't too loud, were we?
I look at Dinar. Were you?
I mean, I'll be honest. I was kind of just doing my thing.
So we were loud.
I mean, yeah. Also, I don't know if you know this, but they don't really care about lightning or swords.
Curious.
Yeah.
What manner of creatures did you face?
They
Something
don't like
about
swords.
slime and lightning and what?
No, like I tried the lightning, and it didn't work.
On
Because
what?
The slimes.
Yeah.
The thing
Okay.
they came out of the pools, and then they hit us, and then it felt like they were sucking the life out of you. So I hit them, and it didn't do anything. And then they became smaller if you hit them too hard.
Kicking seemed to work, though. Repeatedly.
Curious.
But yes, I will stress that we maybe take a short rest.
Very well. And question because I wasn't here last time. Are these the caves where we think Thamior is? Or
Yes.
okay.
Wait, hold on. I thought weren't we going after Corvalon?
Nope. You guys decided to go after Thamior.
Did we?
Yep.
Where
That's the
was
whole reason why you're
Corvalon?
here. Corvalon was the dude who attacked the Sanctum, who works for Thamior,
Yeah.
or supposedly is a subordinate to Thamior.
Yeah, but I thought he was in these caves.
Nope. That's
Oh.
the whole point of Dinar being like, he was like super like introspective and like super like into himself and talking to himself and like in his own head the entire journey over here, because this is where the caves from all the stuff in his backstory.
Oh. So where the fuck is Thamior? I mean, Corvalon.
You guys don't know. That would have been
Oh.
something you guys would have had to figure out had you chose.
Ripperoonskis.
That's something you guys would have had to maybe pursue had you decided to go that route.
Hey.
if only I'd bought some expensive scrying components. Oh wait, I did.
Oh well. Well, we're here now, boys. Time to take a short rest.
While you all are doing that, ignoring the fact that I could have done this at any point during our travels, I
will say-
can.
I will say, because you weren't here, if you would have liked to scry, you could have done that in the 2 days that it took to travel here.
I just don't want to like retroactively do something that might like reveal information that might change what everybody did already. So
Okay, then if you want to do it now,
we'll say I used it for something else or something.
sure,
Actually, I want to talk to you about that, but
sure.
I still have the means to potentially scry upon Thamior, or even check if he's here within a certain distance. If you'd like me to do that. It represents a significant expenditure of my power, but if we would rather not be consumed by slime over nothing.
I'd rather not walk in their blinds again.
Well, cannot reveal the layout or all the threats that lie within these caves, but I may be able to see what Thamior is doing now.
If he's not here right now, it might be... Maybe we can catch him on the way back into his cave.
It's a good idea.
Very well. So as everybody is resting, I will go ahead and take the 10 minutes to cast Scrying.
Okay. Uh, So you've heard of the target, but you've never met them.
I have not met them. It's true. I
So
did.
they-
I did see something about him in the legend lore vision earlier. I don't know if that changes this,
Okay.
but I certainly haven't met him.
The legend lore, because of how I described the legend lore, did give you a general look into what he looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives him a penalty, but because you're doing it second, it gives him a bonus. There's a little bit of cancellation out there, so.
Yep. Yep. So he has to make a wisdom save.
Okay. What's the,
16.
16? Okay. Okay. He rolled a 13. So, you stand there in meditation after drawing out several of the symbols, holding the holy water, the vessel of holy water in your hand. You sit there cross-legged, and almost on its own, it starts to steam ever so slightly, like a piece of incense. And as that steam comes up into your nostrils, you breathe deep, and you open your eyes, and to the rest of you, his eyes are now just cloudless white over. They don't shine or anything, but there's like no iris, no pupil, no anything. What you see, Rethanir, is an immense dark cavern. Very difficult to ascertain how large, but it seems vast and dark. You see a lithe figure, tall but skinny, with darker hair that kind of fades a little bit to white as it gets to the roots of the head. And as the figure turns, you see the classic slightly pale purple iridescent skin, indicative of the drow. And you turn. This figure is wearing elegant robes of dark navy with a red and gold trim. It's a very, very soft, short cape over the shoulders that goes down barely past his waist. And as he turns, he is flanked by two individuals, one female, one male. He turns to the female, who seems to be a shorter individual, and kind of grins. And as he grins, you see on the one side, amidst the pearly whites of his teeth, one gleaming obsidian fang. His incisor should be. As he turns to her and says, "If you could be so kind." And she kind of walks away for a moment, comes back, holding what looks to be like a mold of some sort. He takes it and he turns, and you see what he's in front of. It's like an altar or a table made out of stone. But instead of like lying flat like you would lie on the table, it's pushed upright, almost like it would seem to be like a doorway, I guess is the best way to describe it. But about maybe 8 feet, 9 feet across. And as he takes the mold, he places it up on somewhere on this like frame, this like stone frame, and as he places it there is a slow glow that builds and builds, and smoke begins to appear from the outside of the mold. And he holds it there for a moment or so, and when he takes it away, there is some sort of symbol is now burned onto the stone. As he takes that symbol away, you see the stone on the inside of wherever this doorway is, cracks begin to appear. Spidering down slowly at first, and then quicker and quicker as they begin to all start to meet towards the middle. You see a furious red glow begin to build from behind the cracks, and as the cracks begin to move and push and grind their way through the stone towards each other, this reddish burning glow begins to pulse and push ever so more brightly from behind these cracks. And as these cracks begin to like spider their way towards each other, Thamiora takes a step back, puts a hand on the male figure to his right hand side, and says, "It has been so long. This is a great step for what we have been working for. You have done well, Kirkad. You and everyone else. I appreciate all the work you have done." Vision phase, you're back in the present.
It'll take a moment to digest it. I recognize the symbol that he burned into the stone.
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh, I'm bad at those. Okay. But I will use guidance. Natural 1.
Nope.
Okay.
It looked
Starting off strong.
solid.
It had lines.
Definitely some unholy magic at work there, guys. Alright, so... well... So I open my eyes, blink a couple times. He is underground. Not sure if he's here or elsewhere. That I may be able to ascertain with yet another spell, but up to something troubling. And I describe what I saw.
Do you know what that symbol was?
Some unholy magic, but I cannot say for sure.
Dinar is extremely quiet, and any of you that would notice, which at this point would be maybe Haruki and Rethanir, his hands are clenched into fists and are shaking at his side.
Does any of what I just described mean anything to you? I know you have trauma and pain associated with these memories, but if they might help us destroy this evil.
Well, he's probably closer. He wants to try to say something, but it's troubling him greatly to try to bring it up. What was the name that you said that he talked to?
Karkad? Is that a name you know?
Yeah, it is. He was our leader last time he came here, and I watched him die.
That is truly troubling. I probably wasn't paying too much attention to Karkad in the vision, but after that, do I remember anything odd-looking about him?
Make a perception.
Just trying to remember what probably wasn't even the focus of the vision. So
That's what it's.
all right, 15.
15. I mean, the individual was definitely taller than Thamior.
Mm-hmm.
But as Dragonborn as a species are generally a bit taller and more robust than most humanoids. They were definitely armored. You couldn't tell how heavily or with what, but there was some sort of like metal plating on either the chest or shoulder area. That's really all you would have been able to pick up on.
Okay. Closer to what? Forgive me if we've already covered this ground, but do you know what Bamir was trying to do? What that cracked stone and red light might be?
I gotta say, I don't remember a lot of what happened after what happened to me. I don't remember being dragged out of here. I barely remember being taken home into the idol sanctum. There was something. They were doing something with blood magic, something bad, something wrong, something that shouldn't be, and we wanted to stop it.
Indeed. Well, do we want to be certain that this foul ritual just happened here? That we haven't been led on some elaborate diversion? Or are you certain that this is the place that he'd be conducting such things?
I mean, this is where it happened last time. I don't know if he would have moved on. Really remember, like I said, a whole lot, so I can't tell you if, you know, what's changed or what's new or different.
Do you remember the... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you remember the stone tablet?
I'm gonna roll for Dinar to see what he remembers.
It's just a matter of whether I burn a locate creature or not.
It's campaigns. Where's it go?
Sorry, I don't want to talk to Dinar too much. I know it's annoying. This just seems important.
If only he could be here. I wouldn't have to do this.
He has a legitimate reason.
I talked to him about that. Don't worry. He has a very legitimate reason.
Religion classic.
I'm trying
He
to get
said
it
to the
inside.
paladin.
No, no, no.
All right. He's actually not bad at history. That's
How
really
about
funny. Rolled a 9.
Alright.
I mean, the worked stone. I remember that. Like it was definitely like a temple or something. Like we were before we were captured. We were definitely around not like any points to like the natural, like the semi-natural or like tunneled caverns that you guys are in right now. Basically, we definitely weren't here. We were in more any points in the direction that you guys had like absconded in and based the oozes before. Like, that's more where we were at. So if he built shop here, I would say maybe around that.
Well, perhaps we should press in a little farther, and if we see anything that leads us to suspect this might be a diversion or a trap, then I can try to ascertain whether he's here or not, especially if this temple may not be too close to where we are now.
Well, this sounds agreeable.
Are you prepared to push on?
Would I have been able to take a short rest while this was going on?
I imagine Rethnir did that at the end of the hour, unless you guys wanted to do that and then just keep going. What are your guys' plans?
Well, the plan was to take a short
That
rest.
would have taken a little while to do too, so...
Okay, so short rest. So scry, short rest. So you guys would be able to use any hit dice you could have. You guys get short rest abilities back.
Yay.
Hey,
Short rest.
he was full on health.
1d10 plus 1. Let's see. 10. That's 1. Ooh, 3. That's 2. Ooh, 4. That's 3. 6. That's 4. Ooh.
Also, so much you got the music playing? Or...
Yeah, it might just be turned down,
Oh, okay.
but it should be.
Oh,
You're on-
it's just
playing.
fine. Okay.
Spooky cave sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, short rest, reset.
Also, are we in the caves already, or at the entrance to the caves? Right, where are we on the map?
You guys are where you are on the map right now.
Right. Is that in the caves already, or is this like the entrance?
It's
Up
the
at
entrance.
It's the entrance to the caves right there.
Gotcha. Okay.
The mouth of the caves, if you will.
Bah.
We're entering the mouth.
You're entering my mouth.
Oh my.
Alrighty, cool. Short rest taken. Ready to go.
You guys all good?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the short rest, as you guys are getting ready to buckle back together, all of your arms and armor, getting all your stuff together, you hear a cough. And you all turn around, and you see there is a small human child standing in the mouth of the cave. Dirty, disheveled, tears streaking down like tear lines in the dirt on their face. And just looks at you all and just says, with a meek voice, "Help."
Insight check.
I point my crossbow at
Before you do that, Dnnatur stands up, goes, "Wait, what are you doing here?" and rushes after as the child goes sprinting north, and Dnnatur starts chasing the child. He's like, "Wait, no, come back! Wait, come back! Wait!"
Jesus.
Well, that seems like a trap, and I pull out my weapon.
At this point, Dnnatur has disappeared from your point of view. He took a sharp left and is running forward.
I go home.
I take a moment. Pray. No, I
I follow.
run after him.
I follow
I
him
follow-
into the dark.
Yes.
I will follow you into the dark.
Okay, so what order are you guys running
I'm-
after?
Behind.
I would have been on his heels.
I'm behind Valen.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
behind
so-
Rethanier.
So we're going to put Haruki up front. I'm just going to stack you in the tunnel because you guys have. I'm
Thanks.
assuming you would have ran past him with a pretty good amount of haste.
I mean, I could have outran that bitch real quick.
We are certainly hasted.
All right, so it's going to be Haruki, and then who's behind Haruki? Rethanier, and
Yeah,
then
then-
Valen, and then Silvarin.
Yeah.
And then Baresh and Krenor, in their ways, are just kind of.
Doing Baresh and Knorr things.
Alright, so you guys all run back up into the original room that you guys came out of, where you first noticed some of the viscous liquid beginning to pool, and you burst in, Haruki, the first one to see this, to see Dnnatur completely prone on the ground. The little girl nowhere to be seen, and this sentient, slimy tendril just filling his mouth and torso, this kind of iridescent blue leaking black and red as it turns, the tip of the tentacle turns towards you, and there's this sucking, gaping humanoid face at the front of it that just turns to you. I need you all to roll initiative.
Well, fuck that
Wow, that was fast. Too fast, too furious.
16 for me.
And if I had the chat open, I would know what I rolled. 21.
19.
16.
Oh shit.
But
Valen got 16.
Yes.
I'll get Haruki got 19. Very nice. Dnnatur does not have initiative.
Oopsie.
Rethanier got 16 as well.
Hey, I was so happy with myself, and then we all got good
And
initiatives.
Silvarin, what'd you get? 21.
21. Yeah.
Nice, dude. Alright. Alright.
Yeah. Decent roll there.
Alright, I gotta roll for these guys now.
Natural one.
Yes,
Natural
actually. Yeah, well, it's a natural 1, so that's what you get, bub.
Wow, bub.
Um, all right, bear with me for a moment. Okay. All right. So, by the way, it is still completely pitch black. So unless somebody has a light spell up, you humans cannot see anything. So first up, Sylvarin. Somewhere up ahead, you heard this terrifying sucking sound, and Haruki's, I'm sure, just kind of fuck that reaction to whatever that is.
So I will say I have dark vision within range.
So you can kind of see into the chamber past all of your friends. There is some sort of like thin, slimy tendril that seems to be connected to the prone, unmoving figure of Dinar.
Oh boy. Okay. Give me one little seckaroo here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Up C doozy. I got 30. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move. Yeah. Can I like squeeze into the front of the group?
Yeah. It's gonna be a little bit tight, but like you're able to like kind of like push like you're acting a bit quicker and like moving your lithe elven form around to these more heavily armored individuals.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that, and then I am going to use a Thorn Whip on this thing.
All right, go for it. Make a ranged spell attack.
Range spell. Sorry, I'm trying. I don't know quite what I roll for the actual attack versus damage.
I believe it's you roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier.
Add spell modifier. Okay. All right. So that is a 15.
15 does hit. Roll your damage.
Ooh boy. And the damage is 2d6.
Really? 4th level spell only does 2d6.
Does it also like pull it or something?
Oh wait, no, it's not a 4th level spell. It's a cantrip.
Oh, I'm thinking of Grasping Vine. I'm sorry.
Does that damage still apply then?
Oh yes, no. I was thinking in my mind like, yeah, don't worry about it. You're good.
Yeah, it actually does 3d6 at level 11. So
We're not there quite yet.
not there. Anyway, that is 9 damage with
Okay.
1/6.
So you send this. You kind of like take your staff, and as you kind of do like an Indiana Jones, whoosh, and as you do that, this thorny vine grows quickly and temporarily off the end. And as it hits the creature, you notice it hits the creature, and the creature cringes, but it dodges. And as it takes the hit, you see Dinar start to bleed and scratch from the whip as well. The creature doesn't seem to be as hampered by that as you thought it would be.
Okay, then can I quickly shout before the end of my turn? Guys, hurting it hurts Dinar! And that's all.
I'll allow it as a bonus action.
Alright.
Alrighty. Next up is Haruki.
Hey. No one has done anything about the light situation, correct?
Correct. You watched Sylvarin. You felt more than saw Sylvarin push past you. You heard a whippy sound and heard him kind of and then shout that phrase.
Gotcha.
You also heard the terrifying sucking sound.
Huh. Well, if I wanted to strike up a torch, what would that cost me?
I'd say that's your action to do that. Because that's taking the torch out, getting the flint, the steel, striking it, holding it aloft.
Yep, I got it. So I'll use my action to strike up a torch.
Okay. And immediately you now look over and you see this like tendril of sentient slime actively shoving its way around Dinar's face and chest area, like working its way up through its nostrils and mouth. But as it turns, it looks to you with this like it looks like a face that just had a sheet pulled over it.
Huh. Terrifying. I'm going to then use my movement to get up next to Dinar. And then that will be it for me.
Okay. Gesundheit. Gesundheit. Valen, it's your turn.
Bless. I cast bless you.
Oh.
Okay. Do I know anything about the nature of this creature?
I'll allow a very, very quick. I'm gonna say nature or arcana.
Okay, I'll do a nature check.
Okay.
So 16.
It looks oozy, kind of. Well, also, because Haruki went up there, so you can see now. It looks oozy. Looks different than the things you fought before.
Okay.
You've never really experienced creatures like this before. This entire experience has been new to you.
That's new. I'm gonna hold my action to attack when someone tells me I can. Like attack it without hurting Dinar.
Okay, alright, sure. So the moment the two break apart. Or the moment that someone says so.
Yeah.
You got it, cool. Methanir, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I'm brandish my hammer, but first, as a bonus action, I'm gonna swing it up, and in the same motion of swinging my hammer up, I'm gonna summon Scythe at second level.
Alrighty. Why are these not showing up? Damn it. What's the point of saving these things if they don't save?
Right?
There it is. Okay.
Anyway, in that kind of like uphanded or upswing motion, I'm gonna try to have Scythe cut the tendril. Is it like it's coming out of the water and like?
No, it's currently coming out of Dinar.
Oh. Well.
So like it's because it's tough in this thing, but like for all intents and purposes, it and Dinar are sharing this.
So it's not like a tendril coming out of the water into Dinar; it's just coming out of Dinar.
Correct.
I'm gonna Scythe it anyway.
Alrighty. You should be able to control it now. Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to like lop off the bit of it that's like kind of like above his mouth.
Okay. Make an attack.
Oh god, that die is all over the floor. That's a 12.
12? 12 misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
He kind of swings, and Haruki, you kind of at the last second, duck your head as it... this, like, semi-urethral scythe just goes over your head. Alright, it was bonus action, so movement action. What do you got?
Alright, then I'm gonna... Let's see, am I close enough to... Yeah.
They're sharing a space, I just... In order for
Yep, okay. I'm gonna step into the room and cast Chill Touch on the thing. Just see what happens.
Okay. That's a ranged spell attack, correct?
Yep. That's an 18.
18 does hit.
Alrighty, that's gonna be 9 necrotic damage.
Okay. So... You send the hand forward, and as it grasps and tears a section of this slime from it, you see it shudder. But as it shudders, the shudder follows down into Dinar, and you see Dinar's body also shudder and wince with a similar pain movement.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to pull quite as much from the creature as you'd hoped it would.
Alright. Yep, that hurts him too. That's my turn.
Okay. It is Bresh's turn. Who is going to burn a dash to get up next to his brother. Then, is there anything he can do as a bonus action? Not as a bonus action. All right, so he's just gonna stand there and look concerned and angry, as he is wont to do.
As he's wont to do.
Krenor is going to walk up right behind Sylvarin. Does he have anything spicy he has to do? I don't want to use anything too spicy.
No, you do. Deep down, you really do.
Yep, I'm just going to use all the player characters, all of their most powerful spells right now.
Hey, I mean, somebody's off playing World of Warcraft, so.
5th level healing word.
Oh, what a waste.
Is going to you know what, he's just gonna he's gonna send a sacred flame towards the creature, because he's hard of hearing. He's an old man. He didn't quite hear what Sylvarin said. So the entity is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw. Which it actually fails, so it takes 2d8 radiant damage. Oof. So you watch as he kind of holds his hand out, and this well of this pillar of flame quickly erupts around the creature. But as it does, the creature shudders and definitely has taken some damage. The creature's not looking amazing, but neither is Dinar. As the flame also, the radiant flame, burns its way through Dinar's body as well. Neither creature are looking particularly healthy. It is now the creature's turn. And the creature is going to attempt to burrow its way even further into Dinar's body.
Oh.
As Dinar takes 12 points of necrotic damage as it continues to push its way inside.
That's disturbing.
Dinar is not looking good, guys. You watch as the creature is able to push almost like fully half of its physical form you can see inside Dinar. It kind of just looks at you all. Top of the round, Sylvarin. Sylvarin?
He might still be AFK.
Oh, I didn't even know he was AFK, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're gonna skip him, we'll just get back to him later on. Haruki, it's your turn.
Hey, can I try to fucking pull this thing out of his mouth?
Yeah, it's gonna be a contested grapple check.
Let's
So
do it.
So make an athletics check. It's gonna make an athletics or acrobatics check, its choice.
Ooh, not good.
Oh no.
What'd you roll?
11.
Rolled a 22.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that bitch ain't coming out.
So you attempt to grab it, but its form, it's too quick, it's too lithe, and you're trying to do it one-handed because you're holding the torch in the other hand, and it's able to almost like a snake, like slither out of the way. Anything else we should do?
I should probably say we should try to remove it, and that's it.
Okay. Valen, your turn. Fortunately, last action was wasted because nobody gave you the cue, but top
Yeah.
your turn again.
Alright, so I'm gonna do something unorthodox.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Heresy!
I'm gonna... Okay, I'm gonna... What's this thing called? The scary shot?
Goading shot?
No, the... Oh, God, menacing
Right,
attack.
right.
Yeah.
Menacing attack? Okay.
Yes. Alright, I'm just gonna take a normal attack on. It's a 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
It has to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Well, we'll do damage first.
Okay.
See if you killed Dinar by mistake.
You do have allies within 5 feet, so technically you do get sneak attack.
I don't want to use it.
I
Can I choose not to use it? I don't. I mean, I'll use it, but
I'll
Let's
say
see.
you're.
Let's say you can deal.
I was gonna say I'll say you're experienced enough that if you wish to attempt to not shoot a vital area to avoid doing that extra damage, given the context that yeah you can not do the extra sneak attack damage if you wish.
okay. So that's 7 damage.
7 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
They failed their wisdom saving throw.
okay. So now I'm gonna, I'm gonna basically be straddling like Dinar's forehead and all up in this slime ball's face.
Oh, so you moved?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up.
Okay, so now you're gonna move up. Okay. So they actually are sharing the same space, but just for ease of me being able to move them.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna,
So just move
What's-
yourself off Dinar if you're able. There you go.
yeah.
So what does goading attack do?
Menacing attack
Menacing attack,
basically,
excuse me.
instills the frightened effect. So basically, as disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while I'm in its line of sight, and it can't willingly move closer to the source of its.
Okay. So first off, you shoot the crossbow bolt out, and it hits it, but because you were trying to aim and not hit a vital area, the bolt actually passes through and it kind of contorts its body in a weird apomorphic way, and it slams into Dinar as well, and both of them taking part of the damage. However, it does seem rather concerned with your presence in such a close proximity to it. Again, it's looking bad, and so is Dinar.
Okay. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Rethanir, it's your turn.
Hey, okay. Seeing. Okay, it's not looking great. Neither is Nora. I'm just gonna say to Krenor, heal him if you can. And I'm also gonna move up to here. Then where Haruki kind of failed to grab it, I'm also gonna stow my hammer and then try to.
Okay, so we're going to do another contested grapple check, so make an
Yep.
athletics check.
11.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
So you're able to actually, you're able to grab something like physical and tangible amidst all this horrifying slimy body. and you pull, and as you pull a good 2-3 feet of the creature out of Dnar's physical form, out of his nose and mouth area, and there's this kind of this like horrifying sound as Dnar half like vomits, half coughs from this creature out, and you're now holding it, and it's writhing around and kind of slaps into the ground, looking up to you. It's about 6 feet long of like semi-serpentine, slimy visage. Kind of in between. It's what's up?
Sorry, go on.
It's now kind of in between both you and Haruki.
It's now wait, so it's out of him now?
Correct.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Kind of whips around.
Can I? My face just. Anyone who can see, just face distorts in utmost disgust, and I take a step forward and just chuck it as far as I can down the corridor.
Okay. You already used your action.
Okay. Well, in that case, I look at it in disgust, and have Savvy as my bonus action.
Go for it.
Play through it. That's a 21.
21 definitely hits.
Alrighty. That's gonna be 7 force damage.
7 force damage. Alright. And because it is no longer grappling a creature, it takes the full hit. As it slices off a significant portion of the creature, it seems to have a hard time reconstituting what the scythe cut off. And it's kind of looking around.
Trying to let go of the thing, it's like wrapped around my hand. I'm like,
oh, actually, it's already beginning to like coil itself the best it can around your hand, eager to grapple onto you.
Alright.
It is now Baresh's turn. Furious at what it did to its brother, is going to make its 2 attacks at the creature currently wrapping itself around Rethanir.
Get it off! Get it off!
Misses on the first. Hits on the second.
Hey!
So for a total of 6 points of slashing damage. Slices through the creature. It kind of like bats on the ground, but then there's just ever so much of it that is able to slither back up. It's holding on, and it's holding on to Rethanir for dear life. Krenor is going to rush over and attempt to do some healing on Dnar. We're going to get to that in a minute, but it is actually now the creature's turn.
Sylvarn's back.
He's next in the initiative. Okay. Is there anything, Sylvarn, you wish to do? The creature is now been ripped out of Dnar. Rethanir currently has a little bit of a grasp on it. It's looking real rough, but it is already beginning to attempt to slime and coil its way around Rethanir's arm in a similar fashion to what it was trying to do to Dnar.
So you're saying I couldn't take a full action necessarily?
I'm saying because it's still the same round of combat, if you want to retroactively do anything now. You also are next in the initiative, so it's up to you.
No, I'm just gonna wait.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I need Rethanir to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. Ooh, natural 2 for a grand total of 5.
Alright. With what little physical form this creature has left, it engulfs your arm completely and is pushing into your mouth and nostrils. You are grappled, and while you are grappled, you are restrained and unable to breathe. In addition,
drop my shield and start clawing at my face.
In addition, you also take 10 points of necrotic damage as the creature begins to push into your physical form. Sylvarin, it's your turn. Top of the round. So now it is legitimately your turn.
Okay, now I'm going to use Thorn Whip again, but this time I'm attempting to rip it out of Rethenir's face.
Correct.
So I shall roll.
You make that up. You make that roll.
I make that roll. Okay, and 23.
23 definitely hits.
All right, rock and roll, McDonald's. Let's do this.
Don't even worry about rolling. It has 1 hit point left. How do you want to do this?
Sorry, I had to do it out of. I want to rip it off of him and then slam it into the ground so hard it explodes.
Alright. So Rethenir, your world begins to get fuzzy and brown a little bit as this creature forcibly obtrudes its way into your mouth and nostrils, and you feel yourself already trying to like retch and cough, but you can't. And all of a sudden, there's this violent, and you look over with bleary, blinking eyes as Sylvarin, with a thorny grasp, has wrapped around this creature, slams it against the side of the wall, slams it on the floor, and as it does, there's this as the thing just dissipates into teeny tiny little pieces of effervescent ichor, and they just kind of steam and melt away into nothing.
You okay?
And I just step over here, turn around, and vomit. Then start obsessively prestidigitating myself.
Corner.
That's really dirty.
Mm.
You wouldn't press to digitize yourself. No, sorry.
And pause during that to look over at Krenor and Dndnar. Will he be alright?
Well, you look over and you see Krenor with this concerned expression on his face, and he just goes, y'all? And you look over and you see Dnnar's body laying there on the ground, has this, like, film over it. Like this semi-viscous, semi-solid, like, film that is encased the body.
Whew.
So, like, is he breathing?
Make a medicine check.
What's my medicine? 10.
10? It's hard to tell. You go to kind of like pull on whatever, like, this thing that is cocooning the body of Dndnar, and it's tough to see through. You can't really get a good sense through.
Cool. Can I attempt to start to clear it off of him?
Make a strength check. Just a straight strength roll.
Strength. 11.
Kind of the same thing. You're pulling at it, but you can't really get a good grip on it.
Should probably do something about this.
Is that torch still laying around?
I still have it in my hand.
Does fire seem to affect it?
I highly doubt sticking a torch into somebody who's on the ground is gonna be beneficial to their livelihood.
Well, he's covered in the film.
If I put the torch close to it, does it start to burn? Or melt? Or harden?
No, but what you do see is as you bring the flame closer to it, there is an immediate reaction. You see a horrified visage of a face that appears in the film that almost seems to like revel and like revile and from the flame and kind of like shudder around it. You see the film kind of shudder, and as Dnnar's body like involuntarily moves, and you all hear from behind it in this corner that same childish voice just kind of meekly say out, "Needs help."
Is there any form over there?
Do you wish to go investigate?
I'm just looking.
You don't see anything. You just hear from that general area just tell.
What are you?
Lost?
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
So wait, the film is still on, Dinar?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any way that I could use
25.
my blade to like cut into the nostrils to make
We're
sure?
gonna get that. We're gonna get to there. 25. It sounds like something's trying to lead you somewhere. You're pretty sure something's trying to lead you somewhere.
Okay. This is a trap. This is foul magic. Should not help this creature that pretends to be a child.
Haruki, you're attempting to like find an edge with your sword, and it's like trying to cut plastic with a dull knife. Like every time you try to turn and twist, there's no purchase for it there.
We should probably do something about this. I don't know what this is on him, but it's probably not good, and it's definitely evil, and we should probably get it off him.
If I use prestidigitation on like his face, does it clear any of it off?
You attempt to prestidigitate, nothing happens. I will say, Rethner, with that such a high insight check,
Yeah.
sound came pretty awfully clear from a solid wall. A seemingly solid wall.
I just take my hammer and like probe the wall.
Where you heard the sound coming from?
Yeah, see if it's like an illusory wall.
Okay. You press your hammer through, and there's no resistance. The hammer passes completely through the wall.
Well, perhaps we can investigate that. But if I look, is Dinar breathing? Or is he like?
Make a medicine check.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Hard to tell.
Oh, fucking suffocates in the corner.
Nora kind of stands up after a moment. It's strange. He's breathing, but there ain't no air holes in that thing. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Y'all have anything you could do for this? I don't know if you want to go if that creepy child voice has anything that can fix this.
If this is some manner of creature, however strange in form, I do have one spell I might attempt. Well, we have a couple of options. But unless you think that we can destroy the source of this thing through there.
So wait, is Dinar like up and like functioning, or is he?
No, he's lying prone in the pool, and there is this viscous film around him that's like of similar material, but if a bit more hard than the pool he's lying in.
Okay.
Can we move him away from the pool?
Okay, you attempt to, and he doesn't move.
Oh.
You look down and you see that the film and the pool are connected. And you see that the pool itself kind of leads in that same area of that illusionary wall. Kind of off to this area over here.
Do we all see that? Or Is it
I mean,
only
you all see the pool. The pool is like what's on the map. Like, there's that pool on the map right there,
Yeah.
darkish blue. It's leading off into that area, and you all watch as Rethnir attempts to like move Dinar, and it kind of almost like bad video game graphics. It almost seems to like pull the water with it as he attempts to pull Dinar, and then he gives up and kind of it snaps him back into place.
Well, if
Haruki
he's
seemed to not enjoy the thought of that torch before. What if you touch the torch to just the pool and not to Dinar?
I will cautiously tap the torch into the pool.
As you hold the torch closer to the pool itself begins to like bubble and writhe and wave and like try to like push itself as far as it can away without dispersing itself from the heat.
Huh. I don't think I've seen a liquid do that before.
I think this is liquid.
Well, if he's breathing, should we try to investigate the source? Looks like there might be more to this than meets the eye.
What's the Dinar's brother's name? Baresh?
Mm-hmm.
Baresh, would you be okay with guarding Dinar's body while we investigate the voice that we heard?
Only if you can make sure you handle this quickly. I don't know how comfortable I feel leaving him or with this stuff.
Indeed, none of us are comfortable with it. We do not
Maybe-
know what the capabilities of
We
whatever
could-
this is are.
We could have someone stay behind.
I mean, I thought I was staying behind.
Oh. Well.
Knorr,
Oh, no. I mean, Sorry, who are you speaking as right now?
I'm speaking as Baresh, the
Okay.
Dinar's brother who has come along with you guys.
Like, I'm
Correct.
suggesting Krenor is like...
Yes.
Well, it's funny because Knorr also stands up and says, "Well, I mean, if you need someone to stay, make sure at least you keep breathing. I do have quite a prodigious medical background, if I do say so myself."
See, with Krenor here, we have nothing to worry about.
By the light of Pelor, he will not perish as long as I'm here.
That I believe. This is undoubtedly a trap. Are we about to spring it?
I believe
The best
so.
way to spring a trap.
Which part's the trap?
I believe all of it.
We're the trap.
Shall we?
Please.
Alright, before we do, go ahead and cast Bless on at first level.
Can I cast guidance before you bless?
Doesn't do anything, but sure.
I want to guide.
Alright, I'll bless Haruki, Valen, and Sylvarin.
So the four of you guys stand together and walk through this illusionary wall.
Does anyone want to go first?
I will go first. Am I doing this torch out, or are we casting light on my blade?
Doesn't seem like fire. But if you want, I can cast light on your blade.
I will lead forward with the torch in hand.
Alright.
So you pass it, and a couple things. It's a very short passage, maybe about 10 feet, before it opens, and there's what seems to be an opening in the ground and a ladder that leads down. And as you watch the same viscous flow of liquid that follows down the path to the right and then goes down the same hole. Interesting thing for you to note, Rethnir, once again, because of that armor. There's an ever so faint smell of sulfur. But you all eventually push your way down the ladder as I move you to... Wait, no I don't, hold on.
Oh my god.
Nope, I don't, because I didn't I did forgot to put the fog of war on.
Oh shit! Now we know the whole layout of the go around.
Oh god.
I took a
It's a
screenshot.
fucking
It's
maze.
okay.
Hey, I had to come up with something for you guys to do with Dnar not here.
Quickly, rotate it 90 degrees.
Quick, kill Dinar and move the story to a
Oh my
maze.
gosh.
All right, so you guys are all up by the Lone Keep, up with the Iron Banner.
Oh no.
Porta potty, chamber pots are flying everywhere.
Oh god.
You all die. You wake up next to a bonfire.
You're finally
You're
awake.
finally awake.
We
And
call that
Orlando-
Rorik rolling.
All right, and you find yourselves. You don't travel quite so far down. You only travel maybe 70, 80 feet. And you find yourself at the bottom of a short, like, platform, and then another ladder that goes about another 10 feet down. And you look forward, and you see that you're in a rectangular chamber with 3 openings. One to the left-hand side, a smaller one to the smaller one in front of you. As I can now oh, you guys are on the map. Cool, great.
See
Yeah,
it.
we're on the map.
Oh no. Getting a call.
you
I'm
see-
gonna go on mute for a minute. I'll be.
No worries. You, as you traveled down 2, you saw that the fluid itself begin to, like, kind of dissipate and disappear into, like, the stone and ground around you. So there's no clear, or obviously clear, I will say, direction in which way the slime is going that you can tell for right now. What do you do?
Wait, how long does how far does the torchlight go?
Torchlight.
It's 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light beyond.
How do you know that off the top of your head?
Because I looked it up earlier.
So
As
so
a
that.
as a filthy human.
All right. So, Haruki, wow, that's what's lit up for you.
Gotcha. I just did it.
I'm gonna advance down to here. And
Can you choose any other color for that? Because it's real difficult for me to tell what's real and what's not for you.
What color would you like me to choose?
Can we do, like, yellow or white or anything? Something more
Yellow.
subtle.
And,
How about pink?
pink's always a good overlay option.
is that
Actually,
better?
pink is fantastic. Pink is really good.
Pink.
Yeah.
It's actually what I
Actually
use to mark
pink.
up shop cost.
No, like,
Yeah.
whenever you have, like, the dim light one, that's pretty fantastic.
The dim light is okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to switch to yellow?
I'll work with it for now.
Okay.
Bethany, what were you looking for?
Yep. I'm just trying. Does that smell of sulfur suffuse this whole place, or is it coming from a particular direction?
I will say, because of
what's
your
it
armor, make a perception check based on smell.
Okey-dokey.
Smell check.
No check.
Smell checks and teach checks. That's what this party is
Yeah.
stupidly good at.
Make a smell attack.
I'm real good at
That it
smelling
is.
the tea. 21.
21. It's very difficult to pick up. However, you are getting ever so the mere moments that you feel air move, which is not very often. You do get the sense that off to the the west passage, there is an ever so faint presence, of sulfur in that direction.
Something.
If it weren't for your augmentations, there would have been no way for you to be able to pick that up.
I'm gonna cling and clang my way into that passage.
Okay.
I follow.
Okay. Trying to reveal the best I can given the circumstances. And you find yourself in another path.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna have Silvarin kind of just follow from behind until he comes back.
Okay.
So he's gonna be behind you guys.
Hard to tell.
So, are these walls actually, like in this maze, covered in vines?
It's a mixture of not so much vines as they are, as you do go investigate them.
Yeah,
Okay, make an investigation check.
sure, no problem. That's a 9.
9.
So there are some like vines and roots that grow through every now and again, but they seem to be dead and decaying. What you do see are symbols and hieroglyphs and pictographs of certain things, but they're very old and very worn, and it's very difficult for you to actually like put together what.
Oh, breath in air.
Yes.
There's, I squint a little bit. These pictures are old, like you. Do you know what they say?
I am old, so I just look at the symbols. Do I know what any of them?
Make a religion check.
Oh, it's bad at all. It's 22.
1 moment, please.
Ooh.
Let's go to the other chat.
No, I just want to make sure that I give you the correct information. That's all. Okay. So what you find, Rethnir, as he points out these various pictographs to you, they're worn. It's very tough to make out. But after a moment of kind of tracing your eyes back and forth through them, you come across a symbol that you recognize from your studies in Jurasu, in the Judge Forge, where you learned to be a devotee to Kalimvor. You see a symbol of Jubilex,
Ooh.
the demon lord of ooze and slime. You see depictions of, and now that you have that, you kind of trace forward through, you see depictions of sacrifice, depictions of worship, depictions of deprecation of other entities and other individuals, of the slow or quick, depending on the individual, but still otherwise horrible transformation process of those willing to give themselves to this entity, their transformation from human, elf, dwarf, halfling, to viscous nothing, to be reborn as a formless, faceless servant to the ever-present lord of slime and ooze and viscosity.
I relay the gist of that, but with utmost disgust. And finish off with this place.
You see the names of titles under various of these depictions. You see the Faceless Lord and the Oozing Hunger come up again and again as you look through these things.
Are those names for Jubilex, or?
Those are titles. Those are names for Jubilex. You also know that those that would recall, given such a high roll, that those that only the truly insane or hopeless or crazed would ever intentionally propose their worship and sacrifice and wholeness towards such a terrifyingly alien concept and entity.
So I relay the gist of it and finish. This place is unholy, dirty. Dirty is not even a strong word. Must be purged. And whoever deigns to do business here to further the ends of this entity deserves first I'm gonna go to the left for no reason.
Right. So you go and you see you have two options. You can continue to go forward, and the path then curves off to the right, or you can take a turn to the left.
Well, if we just keep taking left turns, nothing bad'll happen, right?
What if we all go different directions and meet up? Because that'll.
Oh, that'll end well.
Guys, we should split up.
Split the party. Then split the party again.
It worked for the slimes.
Alright, so I'm sorry, I have to reveal that.
Well, normally I wouldn't agree, but don't know how much time Dinar has.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Haruki, are you following the rest of them? Or are you just standing there? I just want to make sure, that's all. Okay. So in this new area, you turn left and see a dead end. And you turn right and you see the path continue for a bit.
I can't make a left turn. What do I do? I'm gonna go that way.
And all will be revealed in time. Boop. Boop.
So I assume by now it's been more than a minute since I cast Bless. So.
Correct.
Boop.
Boop.
Okay, so Rethanir, as you push forward into this ever so slightly larger chamber, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright! And I don't have Bless anymore. Ooh, natural 20.
So, you just in time hear above you the slight, ever so slightly shifting of something on stone. And you look up, and it's almost impossible to see amidst even you can see in the dark, but amidst the immobile darkness above you, you see just in time and are able to dodge right, out of the way onto this side, as slamming down, now cutting you off from the rest of the party, is a giant gelatinous cube of an ooze
Oh.
that you are ever so
Oh, shit.
slightly able to miss before it attempted to slam down and engulf you in the process. You are cut off from everybody else. What do you do?
There's more corridor this way, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna back away from it, and does it follow? Just get my shield up and hammer out, and like, is it moving to attack, or is it just like occupying the space?
It is ever so slightly moving after you, but it's slow.
Guys, do you see this? It's a dead end behind me, right?
Hold on, I had to reload the page. Yes, it is a dead end behind you.
How fitting.
So Haruki, Savarin, what are you guys doing?
Backing away and like
You guys doing anything? Are you just resigning Rethanir to his
I'm
fate?
taking 3 shots at it.
Okay, go for it. Do it.
Okay. And Rethanir is not like within range of it, right?
No, Rethanir is back about he's about 10 feet away from the creature.
Alright, I'm just gonna do 3 sharpshooter attacks.
Go for it.
That's an 11, a 9, and a 14.
They all hit.
Jeez.
Hey! Yay, oozes!
Okay, let's tally that damage.
Oozes are not hard to hit, but boy, do they do some interesting things once they get a hold of you.
Right?
Yeah.
By the way, is Haruki still there, or did he have to step out as well?
I think he went AFK as well.
Oh,
I think they're all playing WoW.
looks like it's you and me, Valen. Just like old times. Right.
Jesus, what? That
Jesus Christ.
64 damage.
So between 3 shots, you do 64 points of damage. So, fink, fink, bonus action, fink. And Rethnir, from your side, you see as these bolts, propelled by a magically enchanted crossbow, burrow their way deep in between this creature, and it kind of shudders and moves, and there's something about it that it just can't help but just react to in such a painful way. I'm gonna. Either Savala or Haruki are here, so I'm gonna give it its turn.
Sorry, I'm back. Are we in combat?
I'm doing a loose combat because this was like a surprise trap, but it was a creature. So like this 10 foot by 10 foot gelatinous cube of an ooze attempted to slam down and engulf Rethanir, but he rolled a natural 20, so he got out of the way. It is now ever so slightly moving with an aggressive stance towards Rethanir until Valen put 3 bolts into the back of the cube for a total of 64 damage. But the thing is still standing.
Wow.
I will say, because the thing does not have a good dexterity, that if you like, you can act before it if you wish.
Do I have a good sense of how tall the ceiling is?
You look up, and in the ceiling is only about maybe 15, 20 feet above you.
Okay, then I am going to use. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Erupting
Fireball.
Earth.
Ooh. Spicy.
Okay.
Just kind of like on that sucker in a way where it doesn't hit my buds. So I'm trying to read. Oh, and I need to select. Let me say 4th level on that one.
4th level.
Spicy meatball.
So we're gonna do some spicy thing here. Okay, so it has to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, because it's so good at
It's
those.
Everyone knows cubes are the most dexterous.
The most dexterous of the polyhedra.
All right, you guys, I get it.
I just want because I think this is funny. It rolled a 6. It has a -4. So that's 2. So it failed.
So it takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Roll that shit, yo.
Roll up.
Hold up.
Keep them D12s rolling.
All right. Ooh, that's a 30.
30 points of damage as this
Nice.
initial eruption breaks through the ground, slams the creature to the ceiling, and just like a bug, it just splats the thing across the top end of the cavern, and the earth pulls itself back to the ground. The creature, they kind of this kind of drips in individual pieces.
Ugh.
Very dead.
I'm glad you clarified. Because I was gonna have to ask.
No, you guys just raffle stomped that thing.
All right, cool. Now we don't have to worry about that one.
Just 300 more to go.
Oh, have you run into more than one of those?
No, that's the first one.
Oh, okay, cool. Gosh.
I'm gonna kind of press my back against the wall and try to not get dripped on as I move back this way.
just for some reference, both Sylvarin and Haruki, you missed a lore dump stating that you found out that this maze, there are some some pictographs that show reference to Jubilex, the demon lord of slime, and that this whole temple, this whole area, was probably built by the insane and illogical worshippers of the faceless lord, the oozing hugger, Jubilex.
Okay.
That you are now all attempting to push your way through to find out and hopefully get your friend Dinar back from.
Roger.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna move this way and try not to get dripped on. Maybe put my shield above my head.
I appreciate you trying to stay clean during this adventuring.
You there every now and again you hear the disconcerting tink 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 against your shield, Rethanir, and it just kind of involuntarily makes you shudder.
And moving forward, I will keep an eye towards the ceiling for any other cubes that might be on me.
Okay. Can I ask this group a stupid question? Do we have anything that can help us figure out which way to go?
I caught a whiff of a smell earlier, but it's kind of hard to tell where it's coming from.
Whiff of a smell. Surest
Well,
indication.
he knew that the smell was in like a left westerly direction, but that's the best he was able to ascertain.
Oh, they do say trust your nose, so I guess I'll go along with it.
They always say trust.
They say that.
Nose.
They do say that.
Trust my magically enhanced nose.
It's legendary.
It is a pretty enhanced nose.
Okay. Which way does your nose
Just
sniff? Sire.
something up in this direction. Let's continue. And I do, looking out from where Ooze is waiting to drop on my face.
Make a perception check.
Okay. And I'm gonna guide myself on that, because them things is gross. That's 19.
19. You are fairly confident as you walk through this particular passage that there is no oozes waiting to leap out from you from the ceiling or walls.
Great. Down the passage we go!
Wahoo!
Alright, the cleric continues to lead the way.
I'm just gonna tap him on his shoulder and be like, I'm sorry, I was in my head for a little bit. Did you want me to lead?
If you feel compelled to.
Yes.
You really had to think about that one.
Okay. Alright, so you were walking forward?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Make it,
Charisma.
Make a casual intelligence saving.
I need you just to
Super
make this
casual,
like a super casual Constitution saving throw.
You fail, you have an aneurysm, you die.
Oh,
Okay.
But super casual.
But it's casual.
But casually.
So you walk forward, Haruki.
Hmm.
Walk about 10 feet in front of Rethanir.
Hmm.
When, unbeknownst to your, unbeknownst to your companions, but unbeknownst to you, the floor beneath you just disappears as you tumble and fall down.
all of us, or?
No, just Haruki.
Oh, cool. Nice. Bye.
So you fall 10 feet. I want you to make a dexterity saving throw to see...
How gracefully I land and break my head.
well, to see if you're able to catch yourself against the wall before you fall into the spikes at the bottom.
Ooh, natural 20.
Nice!
So, with a natural 20, you were able to push yourself against the wall, and you feel the flesh of your fingers and palms being scraped off from the sheer force and exertion as you were pressing yourself, desperately looking down. You drop the torch, and the torch drops below you, and you see about what would have been 10 feet below from where Rethanir and the rest of the party are, a multitude of old, rusty spikes gleaming in the torchlight as... So you suffer 9 points of bludgeoning damage from the sheer force of will of you from the fall of you pushing your hands against the wall. But because of that natural 20, you do not take any of the damage from hitting the pit because you were actually able to stop yourself right before you hit the spikes.
Okay.
Help!
Hand. Give me a hand.
Can we reach him, or is he too far
He's
down?
10 feet down in a pit.
Can I just try to start to ninja warrior my way up?
Can I thorn whip the pit and you can climb up that?
I
We're
throw a rope down
Yeah,
for her.
do you have rope?
Okay, thank you.
Pretty sure someone has rope.
Okay, so you throw a rope down, and it's not terribly hard as you pull Haruki back up. But now,
I yell down, "It's not hard, just pull on it."
this like red oval area is an open pit.
Ooh.
The path does continue on to what you can. Those with you with dark vision can see as a dead end. However, it does appear to continue on this way.
I guess we've lost a torch, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so, Haruki,
Mm.
I will cast Light on your blade.
Hey, so are the parameters of light the same as the torch?
They are!
Hey!
20 feet, 20 feet.
Hey, Dunzo.
The light is pink.
Can we see down the end of that path that it ends there? Or it just doesn't end over the hole, right?
Down here.
Yeah, here. Oh.
Like
that's
this
not-
way?
That's
Yes.
not paying. That.
Yeah, that's a dead end down there. You can.
Alright. Did we...
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh,
excuse me.
wake up.
Did we want to head back, or do we want to try to jump the hole that tried to kill me?
Jump.
Jump, jump.
Crisscross will make you.
Now we know it's there.
Jump.
It's not terribly large, right?
It's a 10-foot, so it's 5 feet by 10 feet.
We can make it.
How did
I'd say-
jumping work?
I'd say, you make an athletics check, and it's based on how long you're trying to jump. I would say, yeah, you right now you're making just under a 10-foot jump, so it's not terribly hard to do.
And how much of an angle do we have to like make the run for this jump?
You have about maybe 7. If you want to take a running start, you have about maybe 8 feet to make a running start.
May I suggest, Haruki, hold on to the other end of this rope before you jump?
Sure.
Or tie it around your waist, I don't know.
Whatever you guys are more comfortable with.
Just don't want you falling into the pit again.
I will tie the
Or
rope
us.
around my waist.
And I will help Valen hold it.
All right, so you're attempting to jump across.
I will attempt to jump across.
All right, make an athletics check.
Hey, athletics! Not great. Athletics, 11.
11. 11's enough. You. And there's this slight moment of panic as you cross over, but easily and deftly enough, you plant yourself firmly on the other side, right about here.
Easy as can be. Who's next? And I will wait there to assist with the landing.
Rethnir, you go next.
Very well. I let go of the rope, and...
All right, make an athletics check.
Ooh. 8.
8. So you go and you push off, but as you do, the rock kind of like crumbles. Like your foot wasn't properly planted as you push off, so you kind of and Haruki in a terrifyingly like dad energy moment, spring forward, grab onto him, and are able to actually grab part of his breastplate and his arm, and in an awkward wrench, you pull him back up onto your side just before he like loses balance and topples back over.
I give him a smile and say, "Nice and easy."
But Rethnir is now also on the other side.
Alright, Sylvara and you next.
All right. Can I make a small running start?
Sure, make an athletics check.
Beautiful. Let's see. How athletic am I? Ooh, boy. Got bad
On a
news
scale
here,
from
bud.
1 to 20.
I mean... Alright.
Oh no!
All right.
Huh.
You go tumbling into the pit. And that's a natural 1. So you don't get a saving throw. So the first thing that happens is you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Okay.
And then you hit the spikes.
Ugh.
And you take an additional 8 points of damage from the spikes as they pierce into your flesh, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Against tetanus.
Jesus. Okay. Please, better than before.
6.
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't like your voice.
Hey.
And
Where'd my other D10s go?
Oh no.
find the D10s.
You don't need those D10s.
You don't need those. No. Good
Just
point.
use the D2s.
Yes.
Yeah, the coins.
You live, you die. You live again.
Oh.
Oh no.
I heard him say 19.
That's just how many die he
You
has.
suffer 27 points of poison damage.
Hmm. Whew. I need a calculator for this next part. You said 27?
27 poison damage.
Okay, alright.
As you feel the spikes kind of pierce through, there's this burning, horrifying sensation that pulses through your body. You kind of send it into shock for just a microsecond before you pull yourself back together. Kind of pull yourself out of these spikes. You get these deep gouges in the side of your arms and your legs where you caught yourself.
Not okay down here. Definitely not okay.
Uh,
I'm just gonna go ahead and lower the rope.
Well, I mean, I'm
Hold me
still,
up.
yeah, just yeah.
Do you wanna hop across to the side and then we can pull them up together?
All right. So I'm maintaining the grip on my end of the rope, and I jump across.
Okay, make an athletics check.
$19.
Easily enough with a casual hop skip. You're over with holding onto the rope still.
Okay, and then I lower my end. I'm assuming the other end's still tied to Haruki, so I'm gonna lower my end.
Okay, you lower it down. Savarin, easy enough for you to pull him up. You pull Savarin up, and he does not look good.
Oh,
Hey guys.
Hey.
are you okay?
Ish. I should,
You have the means to heal yourself.
Yep.
And you're
I do.
probably better at it than I would be.
And, I'm just trying to get back to my spells.
Hey, your healing cleric's back there, okay?
He's old man. I'm just gonna retrieve my rope.
That was a sinister laugh. Yeah, I'm gonna healing word myself before we go on.
So now you see before you guys various pathways to go. You have, actually in front of Savarin's phone, be able to see all of this. This pathway to the north. Which leads up and then continues on a little bit to the left. You guys can see there is a pathway to the left and then goes north, and then the pathway continues all the way to the end and then goes down to the south.
What about the one in front of Haruki?
Yeah, there's that pathway too I mentioned.
Oh, okay.
That kind of continues off to here.
Okay.
And well, I guess technically it would go all the way out to here with the light.
Ooh,
Oh,
that looks spicy.
And Rethenir, you do. Now that you've walked over here, the smell of sulfur is much more intense in this direction. And the rest of you start. Rethenir is too absorbed with the smell. The rest of you hear whispers of help.
And that's coming down from the corridor with the big glowy thing.
Please help us.
God damn it.
We're busy.
What was that?
It's sourceless, like the whispers.
So I'm assuming we want to go this way, and I point down that hallway.
Wants is a strong word.
Well, need.
Yeah.
What do you want? I guess call out.
What do we want?
Well, I call out like the voices.
Oh.
I mean, you can answer if you want.
No. It's all good. All good.
Release. And not this. The voices are disjointed, and each gives like a slightly similar but different answer.
How many voices are there?
Multiple.
Fuck. I nod again in that direction.
Very well. Do you wish to lead again?
I start walking down.
Okay. You walk in, which reveals
Demon.
I'm sorry, actually, that goes a little bit further over here. Apologies, it is still slightly difficult to see with the orange, but it's better. The purpose of this, you can turn the aura off because it covers the entirety of the area in there. It'll only be an issue if the torchlight goes out. But you walk in, and what you see is some sort of shrine or offering or stone plate in a diamond pattern that kind of goes up, and you see what looks to be 4 points of connecting liquid, but immobile, that connect from the top of this dais down into the ground. There are several moldering bodies and corpses that litter the area around, but all of these are immobile and in various states of decay. Each of these tendrils is connected to this not pulsing but ever so slightly glowing bluish purple-red mass of something on the top.
So you said there's like decomposing corpses within that?
Kind of like strewn in like the corners and around in the areas of this room.
Hey, Rethenir, can you do that weird thing where you speak with dead body?
I can.
Maybe they know more about this room than these voices are willing to tell us.
It's not a bad idea. One second. Okay. Sorry. Anyway. Alright, so I step into the room with the corpses.
Okay. The smell is very strong in here. The smell of sulfur. And as you step your way through the corpses, you look up and you see this like purplish blue red, this kind of like mass on top. Haruki, as you step through, you look over at the mass, and you don't see a mass. You see the face of your wife.
Akane? And I start walking toward it.
Okay, nope. And I try to like put a hand on his shoulder and stop him.
Haruki, do you resist?
I do.
Okay, both of you.
I mean, I'm not like trying to like grapple him. I'm just like
Okay.
hand on shoulder. If he keeps walking, you can
Okay.
go.
So he pushes out of your grasp, and you walk forward, and you see Akane's face staring at you, smiling.
How are you here?
I don't know. Please. Let me out. I don't want to be here anymore.
How do I get you out?
I don't know. The light. It hurts so much.
I will get up to whatever the thing is.
As you step onto the dais, the visage of your wife's face vanishes. And instead, that purple-blue, like, orb, like, mass, pulses. And pulses. And grows and begins to spill and feed and drown outside the dais onto the floor around you. You see this giant 15 to 20 foot mass of bulbous, viscous ichor begin to build its way up as featureless faces swim and burrow their way back and forth across each of these various skinny veil of this creature. As this being begins to build and build and build itself up. I need you all to roll initiative.
Hey!
Oh shit!
As this elder
here we
obelix
go.
begins to build itself in front of you all.
As a what?
Oh fuck a duck. 20.
11.
Oh, that's what this might be.
16.
16 also!
Oh, nice. Hi, same turn.
So there it is.
Ooh.
Ooh, fuck that.
Just out of curiosity, did I see like a face that Haruki was talking to, or no?
Make a perception check.
Not sure it matters now, but you know, 15.
Yeah, you saw it.
Okay. And just as this is happening, that wasn't your wife, Haruki.
He says as this terrifying nightmare liquid is bubbling itself out and growing itself.
Did you say nightmare?
Nightmare.
Although,
I like nightmare too.
Yes, indeed. Well,
ooh, that music's always a good sign.
Always.
Yeah, that usually means merchant, right?
Merchant of Mirrors, yeah.
Valen, you rolled an 11?
Yeah.
Rethanir, you rolled a 22.
22.
You did pretty dang good.
Actually, 21, because I can't math, but yeah, 21.
Okay. Hap. God damn it, motherfucker! I never rolled good initiative for my monsters.
Of these bitches.
That's exactly it, Blim. That's exactly it.
Classic monsters.
Alright, give me one moment, guys.
One Mississippi.
A moment is actually a measurable amount of time.
What? How much is a moment?
It's about 1 minute and 10 seconds, I believe.
It's
Oh,
once
come
in a lifetime.
Bum 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 bum.
There we go, that's not bad. I mean, what?
It's alright, doesn't mean it was good.
Alright, so this creature has been burbling and forcing its way up 15-20 feet, almost to the barely to the ceiling of this small enclosed room. Rethenir, you are up first. This is this horrifying visage. The smell of sulfur, the stink of blood and sulfur hangs incredibly heavy in the air.
Alright. Okay. I am going to... Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Just gonna summon... No, I'm not gonna summon Society just yet. I am gonna cast Vampiric Touch!
Woo!
Alrighty. That's a ranged spell attack?
It's actually a melee spell attack.
Alright, you'll have to move closer then.
And I do. So kind of like toss the hammer back on my back for a second, as like a spectral hand kind of surrounds my hand. I reach out and do that.
Alrighty.
That's shit to hit though. That's 11.
11 misses, unfortunately. You go to grab it. As you do, what you see, there's a effeminate face that kind of pulls itself up for a slight moment, and you kind of revile, and as you do, it just gives the obelisk just enough time to move out of the way before your hand clutches into nothing.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have anything fun to do with my bonus action. That's it.
Alright, so next up, one of the corpses begins to move and shift and shudder and clack as you watch various bits and pieces of cloth and grime and dust begin to kind of wrap and slap and grind themselves into the bones of one of the creatures off to the upper right hand side. As you see stand up a horrifyingly gray visage of an undead entity kind of bring itself up, clacking and writhing and bringing itself together, purely almost pulling itself, reveling with its macabre grin in the temporary sentience it has, as maddening and painful as it can be, as it looks to you all. Those that you can see, which at this point would be Rugi, Rethenir, and Valen, and opens its mouth to an impossibly wide angle as this horrifying visage of incoherent babble spills out of its mouth and assaults your eardrums. I need the three of you to make the three of you to make wisdom saving throws.
So, just double checking. Before we went into the cave, before the short rest, in my notes, I see a D4 extra against wisdom saving throws from being frightened. Is that still in effect, or?
No, that would have been from that's from Bless.
Was it from Bless
Yeah,
or was it from the T?
It might have been from the T.
That was from the T. How long? The T was a long time ago.
We need to play.
You drank the tea that morning.
Yeah.
How long did it say there for?
I thought you said 8 hours.
Forever,
8 hours?
ever.
Okay, it hasn't been 8 hours yet, so you still have the effect of the tea, yes.
Did I drink that Kool-Aid or not?
You did not.
Okay.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
God
Correct.
damn it! 10.
Okay, Rookie?
Wisdom save. And that's plus a d4.
Sorry,
Right?
11.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20.
20, okay.
All the single digits.
Valen and Haruki, you succeed. Rethanir, you fail.
Okay.
So for Valen and Haruki, you guys only suffer 3 points of psychic damage. Gazoon type, by the way, man. Rethanir, you suffer 7 points of psychic damage and are stunned
Oh, that's not good.
until the end of its next turn.
All shit. Okay.
It kind of stands there and like disjointedly moves and like incoherently giggles. Sylvarin, it's your turn.
Alright. I am going to double check something there. Okay, yeah, I am going to cast 5th level Erupting Earth
Oh, shit.
right there.
So it just hits the slime creature.
Yeah, and it should also hit the,
What's the radius of it?
it's 20 feet.
Okay. And where are you? Is it this square here? Is where you're centering it on?
Yeah, that's the one I was targeting it on, so it doesn't hit Rethanir.
I mean, Rethanir. Well, Haruki is 10 feet away, so he would be affected as well.
Oh, is Haruki there?
Haruki's right next to the thing.
Oh, I couldn't see that then. In that case, yeah, let me just... yeah. Yeah, in that case, I will just target it.
It's gonna be kind of tough to cast it in here without hitting either Haruki or Rethanir.
Yeah, it might not be possible.
What there?
That's gonna hit Haruki and Rethanir.
Okay. Then let me first move myself so I'm...
And you would know that, by the way. Also, like from where you are, you have 0 sight on that creature. Like
Yeah.
there's many walls in the way of that.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna move myself up then.
All right. So from where you're sitting, you have partial. You can see Rethanir and Haruki. You can kind of see the giant oozy monster, but you can very much see the howling undead entity that has cackled at all of your friends.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry, I have to rethink a couple of things.
Some sad face. Stun broke my concentration.
Did it really?
Yeah. No, I mean the damage didn't. Just being stunned breaks the concentration.
Oh yes, that yeah. I was gonna say really 40. Wow.
No, the Warcaster roll was fine, but it didn't matter.
What you? Oh, you so no more bless.
No more Vampiric Touch.
Is bless concentration?
I don't have Bless up right now, but it is.
I mean, you did cast bless before you came down here.
Right, but that ran out, so...
Okay, can I Thorn Whip the corpse creature then?
Yes. What's the range on Thorn Whip?
30 feet.
Yep, just within range. Go for it.
Cool off. Okay, so for the attack, that's 21.
21 definitely hits.
And then for the damage, that would be an 8.
8 points of damage. Alrighty.
And that does also pull it closer.
Thorn Whip?
I'm just double checking on this. If the creature is larger, smaller, I can pull it up to 10 feet closer to... But you know what? I'll just leave it there for now.
Hold on.
It says I can, but I will hold on.
Okay, so you are choosing to not pull it?
Yeah, assuming I can do that. I'm choosing not to pull it.
Well, this says you pull the creature. It doesn't say you can. It says attack hits. The creature takes 1d10, and if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature 10 feet closer to you.
If the creature is...
So we'll just go...
Yeah, okay, so then
it's
it's...
right next to Haruki and Rethanir right now.
Oh boy.
Hey!
Right.
And then, can I use my bonus action to cast guidance on who's next to me? Is that Valen?
Guidance is...
Yes.
Wait.
That is me.
Guidance is... What level?
It's a cantrip.
Cantrip.
Then yeah, I'd allow it.
Then I'm doing that.
Boom. So then
Okay.
the next ability check that you make has a d4.
Okay.
Ability check or saving throw, I believe.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Valen, or I'm sorry, Haruki. Haruki, you're up.
Hey. Well, I just watched this dude get pulled behind me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I will turn, and I will take 2 attacks on the zombie boy. But before I do so, I use fighting spirit.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey.
So much spirit.
10 temp. That's healing, not temp. 10 temporary hit points. And advantage on both my attacks.
There you go.
Which is a 26 to hit on the first one.
26 definitely hits.
And then a 22 to hit.
Both hit.
So that's a D10 plus 5.
Is your sword magical?
It is a plus 1.
Cool, cool.
So that's 7 points of slashing damage on the first one,
Alrighty.
and then 9 points of slashing damage on the second one.
Very nice.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Valen, you're up.
Sure is. I am going to take. Right. Okay, I'm gonna take a sharpshooter attack against the big old blob,
Big old blobby boy, go for it.
and
Big ol'
I get
blobby
sneak
boy.
attack because Haruki.
I mean, if you hit, you will get sneak
Yeah,
attack.
yeah.
Both,
If I have, yeah.
yeah. Rethanir and Haruki are both right up against it, so.
18 to hit.
18, it just hits.
It's 27 damage.
27 points of piercing damage. Alrighty.
Okay, I'm gonna take another sharpshooter attack against.
Go for it.
22 to hit.
22 hits. So that's not sneak attack, that's just the sharpshooter. plus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 21 damage.
Oof.
And then I'm gonna take a sharpshooter attack on the corpse.
Alrighty.
11 to hit.
11 misses.
And I'm gonna just step back 5 feet, and that's my turn.
Alrighty. It is now the giant many-faced slime's turn.
It chooses to have a civil conversation.
Well, Mei Lin's not here to talk to it, so.
Easy.
What is it gonna do? All right. All right. So it's gonna make 2 pseudopod attacks against you, Rethanir, and then it's gonna use Eat Memories against you, Haruki.
Oh,
Wow,
well, that sounds scary.
depressing.
All right. So first up is gonna be the pseudopod attacks against you, Rethanir.
Does it have advantage on me because I'm stunned?
It actually probably does. Let me just double check really quick,
Because that would suck, but...
I mean,
Uh...
it is a highly intelligent creature.
That... Why? I automatically fail strength and dex. It doesn't say anything about attacks have advantage. Oh, yeah, attacks do have advantage. Never mind. That is literally the
I was
next
gonna
thing it
say.
says.
Alright, so it's going to make 2 pseudopod attacks against you, both with advantage.
Hey!
Get that slurp on, boys.
Alright, so the first is a 16,
Misses.
and the second is a 26.
That will somehow hit.
Alright, so with that single hit... So for 15 points of bludgeoning damage,
Oof.
in addition to 7 points of psychic damage.
Oh. My second least favorite kind of damage.
Alright, and Taruki, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom save. Well, here's for all my memories.
Thanks for the memories.
Fucking A.
It
Goodbye,
works for me.
memories.
What'd you roll?
Hold on, so that's 8 plus... Ooh, 9.
9 total.
9 total.
Okay.
Well,
Question: if I have a keyblade, can I help him?
Alright, so you suffer 40 points of psychic damage. As this creature rips the very essence of memory out of your brain, as it kind of forces its will into you. So in addition to the damage, while you were memory drained, you must subtract a d4 from any attack roll or ability check.
Okay, so it's just a subtracted d4, so it's just Bane.
Right now.
Okay,
There's the potential for it to get worse.
awesome, coolio. But as of right now, I'm Baned.
Correct.
Cool.
And it is going to... It's going to stay where it is for now. Rethanir, you continue to be stunned. It is now the strange, maddening undead. It's turn. We're going to see if he gets his howling babble back.
please no.
He doesn't.
Hey!
Instead, it's going to use Whispers of Madness.
Oh.
So I need... Oh, right. 60 feet. So we can actually see all of you, so I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
Do
save.
we still have T effects, or
You do.
I'm
Well, no, this
assuming-
is... Yeah. This isn't against
He
being
probably
frightened.
does.
This isn't
Oh,
against...
it's not.
No.
Oh, okay, so none of us have it.
the wisdom save.
Okay, Rethanir, you succeed. Sylvarin, you succeed.
23.
Haruki, you succeed. Valen, what did you roll?
18.
18. So you all succeed. Alright, that's good for you guys.
Hooray!
You don't all decide to attack each other for no reason.
Yep, that sounds pretty great.
and instead you all only suffer 5 points of psychic damage.
What do we suffer?
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, alright, nothing happens. You guys all feel this crazed individual, this undead, fiendish monstrosity attempt to push its way into your brains, into your minds, into your very arms which you hold your weapons with, and each of you individually steel yourself against this obtrusion and are able to push off whatever influence it's trying to push onto you. Sylvarin, it is your turn. No, Sylvarin?
Hey, Spence.
Sorry, I didn't realize I muted myself after all the sneezing.
We all get there at some.
We all get there. Is it easy to tell whether or not the corpse has anything metal on it?
I can see. Make a perception check.
Sure. Also, you cut out there for a second. So.
Sorry, I'm saying you can use your bonus action to make a perception check.
Okay, I will do that. 18.
You look at it. There is nothing like particularly metal. Like there's some like errant like belt buckles or like maybe like a piece of like a forearm armor that is errantly stuck somewhere. But it doesn't seem to be. It's not like housed in armor or wielding a sword or anything like that.
Gotcha.
It seems to be held together by will and intent. It doesn't seem to be held together by anything else.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna thorn whip that mofo again.
Mm-hmm.
So for attack, that's 21.
Definitely hits.
And then for damage, that is an 11.
11 points of damage.
Nice.
Oof.
And it gets pulled even closer.
Another 10 feet.
Another 10 feet. So
And I want to... Blim, do you know offhand, is it willing or unwilling movement that triggers an opportunity attack?
Unwilling movement doesn't.
dang.
Right. Because that was the whole booming blade thing that I think you and I
Yeah.
had to talk about before. So, unfortunately, you guys don't get to take attacks of opportunity, but you still have your reactions if you wish to use them in the future. Anything else you wish to do, Savarin?
No, I think that's actually I'm gonna duck out of the way just like that,
Okay,
and that's the end of my turn.
cool. Haruki, you're up, my man.
Alrighty. So Mr. Blobloy just fucking did a shit ton of damage to me.
Yeah, he didn't. He did a number on you.
And the Zomboy is uninterested with me and Rethenir.
Seems to be, but it's acting very alien. It's tough to kind of pin down its desire, but it doesn't look like it's holding itself together too well, and also doesn't seem to be specifically interested in you guys.
Okay, I will turn to the blob boy, and I will get my revenge. And I will use my bonus action for Fighting Spirit.
There you go.
And then I will attack it twice.
Go for it.
With advantage, that's 14 hit on the first attack.
14 misses, unfortunately.
Coolio. That's not a good roll. 16 to hit.
16 also misses.
Oh, that's fucked.
This is a bigger, tougher, much more intelligent entity than what you guys have found within the temple so far. Hidden deep beneath the temple for potentially a reason.
Coolio. And I will move over there.
Alrighty. Velen, you're up.
Yes, I'm gonna Let's take a normal attack against the corpse.
Against Corpse Man?
Yes, that one.
Alrighty.
That's a 29 to hit.
29 hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you don't get sneak attack because Rethenir is much more concerned with the. Well,
I'm not stunned anymore, but
technically you aren't stunned anymore, but you were much more. I'll allow it. That's fine.
Okay.
Rethenir is a semi-observant individual.
He smells real good.
He does. Well, he smells well. Does not smell good right now.
He smells good well. It's 17 damage.
17. Okay. And it is with that it kind of peers around the corner towards you, kind of, and as it opens its mouth, it begins to babble and laugh and scream ever louder again. You take this moment, sight casually down, breathe out, squeeze the trigger on the crossbow, and it sinks a crossbow bolt deep right in between the throat of the creature as it's screaming out, right into the mouth, as it just kind of. And immediately watches the thing just crumbles into dust and bone and errant bits of cloth and metal and nothingness as it falls bereft of animation or intent to the ground. You have destroyed the creature.
Yes. Alright. I'm gonna... can I see Big Blood Boy from where I am?
You can, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take a normal attack again.
Go for it.
30 to hit.
30 will hit.
Okay, I'm gonna make this a menacing attack.
Okay, so that means it focuses on you.
Not that it focuses, but if it fails its save, it will be frightened.
Okay. So what's the save again?
So if I hit, it's a DC 17.
Well, you hit it, so
Oh yeah, if I
you
hit.
rolled a 30.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Oh, you know how could I forget? It's a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Hilariously enough, Gesundheit, it rolled a 7.
hey,
So it's as long as it is within sight of you, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls. Correct?
Yes, and I can't willingly move near.
Okay.
And that's
how much damage is it?
That's 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. Anything else you wish to do?
I say, hey Rethenir, don't you serve a god of judgment?
Well, no. Yes. Ah!
That's my turn.
Okay. Alright. Next up, it is the creature's turn. So, first off, as a bonus action, it's going to use Sulphurous Impersonation.
Oh.
Haruki, you watch as about 10 feet behind you, as your mind still reels and whirls from the intrusion from this creature as its alien mind presses itself into you. You blink a couple times, and you look off to the north as you see, standing clear as day, right before you chopped his head off, Mirabasha Torimishu. Standing defiant, smiling evil right behind you. He draws his blade with a wicked grin and looks at you with malicious intent. As its action, I need Haruki and Rethenir and Valen to all make wisdom saving throws.
Alrighty.
Ooh. 22.
21.
4. It's a natural one. Yeah.
Okay. Haruki and Rethanir, you feel this, again, slightly obtuse alien intrusion into your mind that you're able to shrug off with the force of will alone. Valen, you now realize that you should never have attacked this creature as ferociously as you have. You are considered charmed.
It's so
fuck.
beautiful.
So I will say for the effect of this that the menacing attack no longer has any effect. As you are, neither of you no longer consider each other hostile.
Oh, we've been friends for ages.
Best of buddies.
Blob buddies.
Alright, Rethanir, you're up.
Oh, shit. Okay. Question. Given my religion check earlier, and perhaps this could be another check if you want, are oozes native to this plane, or are they spawned from the abyss? Would I know?
I'm gonna have you make another religion check.
Okay.
I want to say religion or arcana, your choice.
Definitely religion.
Okay.
22 again.
22. Alright, so this is what I'm rolling for the world of Kirinthia.
Alrighty.
So, oozes are inherently chaotic and evil in nature. They're not fiendish. They do not have any specific ties to the abyss or the hells. And they do, through certain circumstances, can create on the material plane without any fiendish influence. However, the original creation of oozes and them as like a subspecies is credited to Jubilex, the oozing hunger.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know. In that case, I would like to, as my action, cast blindness on it.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. You reach out, you attempt to grasp it, you cast the spell, you expend the spell slot.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Well, fuck me. As a bonus action, I just say, well, fuck me. Yep, that'll be it. And I'll just move right over to there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Still in melee range.
Yep. I every day I struggle with making the grid pattern try to work with maps and creatures, so I was just double checking. Cool. Sylvarin, it's your turn.
Okay, unmuted for reals this time. Okay, now I feel like there was some nuance to me wanting to do this in the past, so I want to make sure I can do this first. Can I use my bonus action to use Guardian of Nature with my beast form, and then also that same turn use Shillelagh, the cantrip, to attack that thing, assuming I get close enough.
So you're using your bonus action to beast shape?
It's not beast shape, it's Guardian of Nature. And I use the primal beast form.
You're a Circle of the Moon, correct?
Yes.
All right, so what are you using? I'm sorry.
Guardian of Nature, and choosing the primal beast form between that and the great tree form. Do you need me? Should I like take a screenshot of this? And
I'm on the page right now. I'm Guardian Moon combat wild shape circle forms primal strike circle forms. I've seen this on your. I don't know why it's not showing up on that, but I've seen this on your sheet before when I've Jaegered you.
it's like maybe it's a homebrew kind of thing.
No, it's definitely not. I
Damn, didn't mean to.
No, because
Throw a
I've
wrench
seen
in
this
there.
before, but now I'm not finding it, which I don't understand.
Is it the level? Does it have to do with the level? Because it's specifically 4th level.
Is it a spell or is it?
Yeah, 4th level druid spell, Guardian of
Okay.
Nature. Oh, it has a source. XGTE, page 157.
Yep. Okay. So I was looking up Guardians of Nature as a class ability, not a spell. That's why. Okay. So you cannot cast spells while in beast shape. You're not high enough of druid to do that yet. So you cannot be a beast and cast a spell at the same time. And going into beast shape would break your concentration on the spell.
Okay, but the only
Unless you're just casting the spell and you're going into the primal beast version. But that is different than going into your beast shape.
that's what I'm making the distinction of. Like, I'm using the primal beast form, not beast shape.
Yes, so you can cast Guardian of Nature and go into primal beast. Yes, that's totally fine. I thought you were trying to beast shape and then stack this on top of that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to use my primal beast form. I want to get right up next to this mofo,
Mm-hmm.
right there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I want a shillelagh. So
Well, Shillelagh is a what level spell?
it's a cantrip.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna make an attack with advantage, and you add an additional D6 of force damage to it.
Yes.
So make a strength-based attack, right?
Yeah, a strength-based attack. Primal beast form gives me advantage.
Right. Shillelagh is not attacking with your strength. Shillelagh is attacking with is it the spell you cast?
Yeah, but it says.
Shillelagh is a spell that you cast.
But oh yeah, for the duration you can use your spellcasting ability instead of strength. Is what it says. Okay, so I'm casting it as a spell.
Okay, so that you don't get advantage, but you can still add the D6 additional damage
Yeah.
if you hit.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, cool. And then that.
Thank you guys for dealing with all this, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
You know.
Sorry about that. That was a. Whew. At least we've done it now.
Oh boy, you done it.
So it's a 1d6 or 1d8 plus 4 plus another 1d6 is what we're
Correct. Yes.
Okay, cool. God, that's confusing.
Well, druids are not an easy spellcasting class to play as.
Okay,
I commend you
1d8
for doing that.
plus 4. So that's a 10.
10 total?
Yeah, 10 total.
Alrighty. So you walk up there and you will watch as Silvarin runs forward, and as he does, you see silvery white hair sprout from his forearms and chest. His entire physicality becomes much more bestial and feral in nature. As he walks up, the muscles beneath his skin and robes and clothes begin to swell and stretch, and as he runs, he takes a staff, swings it, and there's this green blast that blurs from the top of it as he smacks it into the side of this creature with this extra oomph behind it, both from his altered form in addition to the spell that he cast into it as he smacks it. He's a beast right now.
I'm a beast, y'all.
Straight beastin'.
Haruki, it's your turn.
Okay, so how do we want to prioritize who I want to kill?
Okay. You succeeded the charm effect. Roll a d20.
14.
14. Yo, man, fuck this giant ooze thing.
I will take 2 attacks at the ooze.
Okay.
First is 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Second is 25 to hit.
Both hit. Roll damage.
9 points of slashing damage on the first.
9 on the first.
And then 10 points of slashing on the second.
Very nice. 19 points of damage.
As a
As you-
bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind.
There you go. And as you watch, as you cut in, the creature, from this perspective from beforehand, had shown no reaction whatsoever to any of the hits or attacks that you guys have landed in. That second attack, there's a slight quiver, ever so slight to it. Bonus action. Second wind. Anything else you wish to do?
That is it.
Okay. Alrighty. Valen, it's your turn.
Did Brethanir have his turn already?
Vethanir goes right, is the top of the initiative order.
Oh, okay. Who is that other samurai-looking guy?
You have no idea. You can barely see him. You have no idea. But he seems pretty friendly.
Okay. Well, I can't... I'm still charmed, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a seat, and I'm gonna pull out my violin, and I'm gonna play a sad song about Elda. That's all I'm gonna do.
Alrighty. It is now the creature's turn. So first and foremost, the creature is going to move the samurai up against you, Haruki. And as it walks, you just hear, "You can't hide them from me forever. I'll find a way. You don't want me to, but I will." As it makes one pseudopod attack against you, one pseudopod attack against Sylvarin, and is going to attempt to eat memories from Sylvarin.
Wow.
I'm sorry, one pseudopod attack against Haruki, one pseudopod attack against Rethanir, and then eat memories of Sylvarin. That's what it wants to do. So the first up is Haruki. It's 15.
Misses.
Okay. The samurai, the Moribashi's blade slings out, and you would instinctively, like, out of that side of your glance, just kind of parry it off to the side. It's a natural 20 against Rethanir. Oh no. Blim, you there, bub?
Yep, I was muted. But, come at me, bruh.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, I have adamantine armor. It's normal damage.
There you go. Good.
Hey!
Fucking equipment. That's good too. So you only suffer 14 points of bludgeoning damage,
Yep, that would have been real bad.
plus still an additional 3 points of psychic damage.
Yep, that would have been real bad if it did the double.
As a reaction, I would like to strike the jelly.
Go for it.
We're striking the jelly now.
Striking the jelly.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
That is a 20 to hit, not natural.
20 definitely hits.
9 points of slashing damage.
Very nice. Sylvarin, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving. Hold on one moment. And we're away. Ooh, perfect
Natural
28.
20? Okay.
Don't eat my memories, sucker.
That's really good for you.
He's got a chain of memories.
I love that game.
Oh, wait. Fuck. I've been not baning anything.
Oh, that's right. You have a D4, a minus D4 to
So
roll
instead of-
3, roll 2 because you missed on the first, right? So roll 2 D4s.
Yeah. 1 and 1.
That wouldn't have affected anything
Okay, cool.
because you rolled above a 19 on both of those, right?
Yeah, it was a 20 on the one, and then which brought it down to a 19, and I think the other one was like a 25 or something.
Yeah, you're fine. So the damage stands.
Cool.
Also, just for flavor, it also knows all of your proficiencies, by the way, Haruki, and all of your languages.
It can make such good tea!
Oh no!
Oh!
Yeah,
Tea check.
In a hilarious moment, it has the perfect recipe for tea in its head.
It's just like, wow, I'm gonna use your bodies to brew
And
the
also
best
knows
tea.
medieval Japanese.
And yes, it knows Japanese.
It also knows Edo era Japanese.
Wow. This thing's really skilled.
So
It's
cultured.
very well cultured.
So worldly.
It's now wondering how it can use your bodies to ferment the best tea. Okay. Yeah, so Sylvarin, nothing happens to you. It tends to peer into your mind and you block it out.
Dope. That's great news.
Yeah. Sylvarin, I'm sorry, Rethanir, it's your turn.
Well, all of my spell casting against this thing has been shitty, so I'm just gonna smack it! Alrighty, with the magical warhammer, that is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And I'm gonna kittle the hell out of that divinity. Alright, so... Because I'm so mad! Alright, so that's gonna be 7 magical bludgeoning. That's gonna be 8 necrotic from Divine Strike, and then an additional 25 from Channel Divinity. So 7 plus 8, yeah, so 40 damage.
Oof. In this kind of like desperate moment, you grip the handle of your warhammer. At the same time, you grip the symbol of Kellenvor under your neck that you keep, and there's this instant connection between the two as you and you smack into the creature. And as you do, you watch as an entire portion of the creature gets knocked to the side. Several faces just.
Okay.
Cause it to cough.
Yes!
It's very phlegmy. But
I'm not sure if he's actually talking.
No, I choked on myself.
ooh.
I hate when that happens.
Hey, that's personal.
As you smack this, a significant portion, the creature is not looking great.
Alright.
Oh, I will say this: much more damage than it was before.
And as a bonus action, because I'm looking real rough, I am going to quaff a potion of healing. And that's my turn. which I will roll for. I heal 7 hit points.
I'm sorry, you cut out a bunch for me right there. What happened?
Sorry. As my bonus action, I was going to take a potion of healing to heal 7.
Oh, fantastic.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. So, Lauren, you're up.
Oh boy. Yeah. Can I just shillelagh this motherfucker again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep smashing face.
So many faces to smash.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna not use the attack. Not gonna use the strength
Yeah.
advantage, so I'm gonna keep doing the same thing. So that was a 15.
15 misses, unfortunately.
Fuck. Well. Well, since I'm in beast form, can I do anything interesting with a bonus?
Do you have any abilities that give you interesting bonuses for bonus actions?
Not. Well, no, not that I'm aware.
Unfortunately, no.
All right, I'm gonna end my turn there then. Big yikes.
Alrighty. Haruki, roll in the d20 for me.
18.
18. All right. The real threat is still the big threat in front of you.
I
You're
killed
now a
you
bit
once,
more.
Toshimaru. This thing dies first, then you.
There you go. All right. So you have a clear head about you. What do you do?
I'm gonna take 2 attacks at this fucking blobby bitch.
Go for it.
22 to hit,
Hits.
and a 22 again to hit.
Oh, both hit. Roll damage.
Did you do the 1d4 to those?
Yeah, are those the minus 1d4?
Oh, no, those were not minus 1d4, so 22 minus 1, so 21,
Still hits.
and then 1 again. That was 4 ones
Still
in a row.
hits.
What the fuck?
Nice.
Very nice.
You don't need your memories.
So 10 points of slashing damage on the first, and then 6 points of slashing damage on the second.
Very nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay. All right. Revealing. At the beginning of the round, you hear an alien presence in your mind just say, "The serious one. He hurts me so. Take care of him, will you?"
Okay, so big question here.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 very serious people in close proximity to each other.
Who do you think the voice is talking about?
My gut instinct thinks Rethanir, but
Okay, then that's when the one you're going for. That's your gut instinct.
okay. But also, I just want to double check. I don't make any saves against being charmed at all.
It has not harmed you yet, so no.
Okay. So
And
no
it-
per turn, like
Yeah, because it doesn't have any other allies attacking you.
okay.
Because it's like, all right, hold on. Charm gets interesting depending on where it comes from.
Yeah, there's a lot of different spells that do it, but the saves are different for like each one.
You are Diablix.
The Tormentor. Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
I forgive you.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that you had advantage against the save because you were fighting against it. So I'm going to give you another saving throw right now just to make up for that.
Okay, and this is a
Because it is, yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw because this is your turn.
Okay. And I have advantage on this.
No. I didn't realize you had advantage beforehand, so I'm giving you like retroactive, like the roll right now.
18.
18. Okay. Actually, I have to check. That is its DC, spell DC.
Nice.
Oh!
So
my
at the beginning of your turn, you hear in your mind, "Take care of the serious one." And as it says that, you're like, "Wait, but they're also serious. What do you mean? Wait, what?"
Why is so?
And it's this like synaptic like mischarge that just kind of breaks your mind
What?
into stupor, and you realize, "Wait, what the fuck?"
My eye twitches a little bit. My head's tilting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this. I raise my crossbow. I'm taking 3 attacks on Blobby Boy. 3 normal.
3 normal attacks. Go for it, bub.
There's a 17.
There's a lot that you rolled in there, more than you think you should have.
What? No.
Oh,
I
I'm
rolled
sorry. No,
3
I'm sorry. No,
attacks.
it scrolled slowly for me. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. So one is a 17,
Okay.
one is a nat 20, and one is a 9.
Okay. So the natural 20 hits,
Okay.
and you do get sneak attack on it because I believe how sneak attack works is the first that hits.
Yeah, oh boy.
Oh, what the
Yes.
fuck? It's a natural 20 with sharpshooter and
shit.
sneak attack?
No. He's
No,
not
no,
sharp,
no
not
sharpshooter.
sharpshooting, but it's a sneak attack critical.
Wait, so why is it plus 6? Shouldn't it be plus 12?
No. Wait. Oh, it's actually plus 7. Wait. Oh, I did that wrong.
No,
Shit.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Fuck.
Okay. So what is it?
was
It's you
it
rolled an
normal
11
attack?
plus 1.
Add 6 to everything.
Okay. Did you hit him
23 for the first one. Yeah.
You hit.
Second one definitely hits.
You still hit. It's a natural 20.
Third one misses.
Third one is plus another 6, which would make it 15 misses.
Yeah,
So the first 2 hit. So
Okay.
the first one gets sneak attack.
Yes.
The second one is a critical.
Okay. Thanks for catching that, Raph.
Yep.
Yeah, I keep it on you guys to keep track of your own abilities. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I know. I completely missed that. Yeah. Okay, first attack is 22.
Okay.
Second attack is 22 total because it's doubled.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Jesus.
Oh,
I you know what? Okay. I still have some movement left.
Mhm.
Can I use my 2 bolts to form like a step ladder on it? And I'm just gonna curb stomp it by jumping up and down on its head.
Okay. So the rest of you watch as this creature is trying to push itself into your mind. It's hacking and slashing out with terrifying attacks, probing into the innermost, deepest thoughts you wished you never told anyone before. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 2 bolts bury themselves deep into the side of this creature, and in your minds, you all hear as out of nowhere, Valen sprints forward, grabs onto one, pulls himself up, puts a foot on the other, jumps up, and fucking Mario stomps the top of this creature down. And there's this horrifying as the entire creature just implodes in upon itself. Ruki, you look over as Toshimitsu just in this terrifying caricature just begins to melt. Like every feature about him immediately fades away, and it's just this like blank humanoid visage just begins to melt and fizzle and fade away at the same exact instance as the rest of the creature just and this dissipates and fades and furrows into the ground around you. There's this immediate as the dia that it was kind of came out. You watch as the 4 like solid liquid bundles just immediately become liquid and fade away.
I did not like this.
No. Places. Dust.
Is other samurai guy still here? Or
No, he faded and like
Oh.
dissolved the moment that the creature did.
Haruki, who were you seeing?
Which time?
I guess anytime.
Start with the face that caused you to approach this
Uh,
monstrosity in the first place. Who was that?
my
Said it.
wife. So, I apologize for jumping on that. And, the second was a man I killed.
If the slime creatures have the ability to impersonate the dead, then perhaps that might explain the figure I saw in my vision.
Might have been what made Dinar run into the cave.
We must be on our guard.
Sounds like we should go back and see where Dinar's at.
Keep a nose out for any more sulfur.
Rothanir. Oh, sorry. Do you want to go first, Breezy? Or yeah, Rothanir, can you tell us any more about this shrine?
About this one specifically,
Is it still active, or
I don't know. I just recognize some. I don't know any of the history.
well, I mean, the thing that we're currently standing on, is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Make an investigation check.
Let's see. Yeah. 7.
The ever so
6.
slight
6.
the ever so slight glow from beforehand that would seem it to be connected by the 4 like solid liquid tendrils is gone. It's dull. But there is a whole lot of viscous goop that is seeping to the ground that is kind of inhibiting any other things you might be able to pick up. But the altar, the dais itself, seems very, very much inert.
I can't say for sure one way or the other. This yeah. We should go.
I agree.
But just for good measure. As we start to turn away, I'm just gonna turn back and take a big, like, two-handed overhand, like, warhammer strike down on the dais.
Okay.
I step off of the dais.
Make a strength check with advantage.
Alrighty. 20, non-natural.
You don't disintegrate, but you smack it with such ferocity that it does break this low dais. There's a large crack that smacks a good probably 2/3 of the thing in half. As you do, you more feel in your mind than you feel in your bones, like a physical thing. It's more of a mental thing. You feel of a foul rumble, like frustration, like you broke something that was mine. But you feel satisfaction in doing that.
Indeed, I do. Alright. see if destroying this thing has improved Dinar's condition.
Do you have any wish to inspect the area at all, or are you guys just booking it back to Dinar?
Book it.
I'll do a quick once over.
Make the investigation check.
Scoop through the block.
Okay. Either make separate investigation checks, or one can give the other advantage.
I'll give Haruki advantage.
Poor choice.
I get +0, so.
Well, that was a natural 1.
Oh no.
So 13.
He's looking through me.
So, first thing what you find is pushing through the desecrated corpse of the maddening figure from before that accosted you all. You find a smallish pouch, and as you pull the pouch from, you open it up, and there's these like opaque grayish black gemstones that have shocks of red that flow through them. Make an intelligence check for me.
Let's see, how smart am I? Not smart at all. 4. That's a 4.
4.
Okay.
They look pretty.
They're pretty. They're probably expensive. And there is a terribly faint outline of a slightly familiar symbol of a mouth with 2 black fangs on the inside of the pouch. You also find around the dais, amidst the broken rubble that Rethanir had broken, you find a scroll. Similar to the one-time use scrolls that you've seen Malin, Rethanir, and Krenor pick up from before.
I hand it to Rethanir. This was underneath the dais. Looks like one of those guys have used before.
I'm so sorry. It's not a scroll. It is an actual. It's a potion. It's a small glass vial that's a slight yellowish liquid with a random black imprint that like quickly changes and varies and moves its way through.
You notice it looks different from the scrolls that you've seen Malin and Rethanir use.
I'm so sorry. I was looking at the wrong screen. I'm sorry.
So, I found this potion. Does anybody know what it is?
I don't, but perhaps with some time we could discern.
Y'all can make an Arcana check. Anyone that's around, if you wish.
An Arcana.
Arcana would be most appropriate, right?
That'd be the check I'm asking you to make. Yes.
Yes. Okay. The one that you're asking for is the most appropriate. Okay.
Typically.
Weird.
Then I will make nothing happen.
Cool.
Okay.
So I got a potion.
I would say a potion taken from the maze slime.
Potion from the maze slime. Okay. Steady yet?
Alright. So, you all backtrack your way through the maze. You make your way back to the initial temple. And you come up and you see that film and that pool of slime and ooze that has built itself up around Krenor has faded away and is kind of like ever so slowly pulling itself back from around him. Krenor and Baresh are just kind of sitting there, so you kind of all of you walk up. Well, that was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Whatever you did might have worked. It wasn't but a moment ago that the film itself broke and started to pull itself away.
I punch Krenor in the face.
Wham! He kind of holds his jaw for a moment.
Oh, I thought you were a slime. I'm.
Now what in the holy light of Palor would have required such an egregious act of physical violence? Oh!
His suspicions were not unfounded. Creature was causing this effect. Displayed the ability to mimic, transform itself into cunning illusions. Others.
Well, you could have asked first. Rex just kind of stands there leaning on his greatsword. No, I mean, I'm pretty happy that, they asked the way they did. I thought that was a good, straightforward way of asking. I'm glad you saved my brother. I guess we have the rest of this temple now. Whatever the fuck it is in front of us. You all in?
I'm in.
It seems twice already, so might as well make it a third.
Perhaps let's avoid running headlong into any puddles.
And with your resolute determination, you all gather your abilities, your mind, and your push to helping Dinar through whatever dark stage in his life this pulls him from, as we call it quits for the night.